Hey guys on YouTube, it's Laundro-Matt back again. Sorry for the slight delay in videos again. I had this intention to film videos last weekend, but then life happened. I went to IKEA with Elliot, you know, things just went on. Anyway, but I'm back now. So, today I've got for you this absolutely fantastic Miele Novatronic W830. So I picked this up. You will have seen a picture that I posted on YouTube. I bought it as part of a matching set. So it's got the matching vented dryer with it, which is currently outside because I'm a bit short on space in this house. And I don't like having this area blocked off for too long, for some reason. Even though there's going to be a top loader there soon, so I can film a top loader, you know. Anyway, that's just the way my head works. Anyway, so picked up this gorgeous Miele Novatronic set from a lady who'd had them in storage for a little while. They were a little bit grotty. Well, it was a little bit grotty when I first got it, but honestly, it cleaned up so easily and so well. It just seemed like it just needed a bit of TLC, a few 95 washers through it, and it was all good to go. The good thing about this is that it seems to get as close to 95 as it possibly can. Like it really gets up there in terms of temperature. It's not one of these newfangled machines that sort of limits the 95 degrees to say 70. I'm looking at you, Bosch. Anyway, speaking about Bosch, the very next weekend, believe it or not, I managed to find this. This Bosch WFK2401. That came as part of a matching set too, and I also have the matching vented dryer to it. So yeah, so I've really just picked up sort of two 90s, top of the line, not top of the line, but top of the range in terms of quality at that time. Managed to pick up two matching sets, both with vented dryers, which is a bonus because the vented dryers were amazing. They're super fast and super gentle. So yeah, the matching dryer to the Miele is sitting outside, but I can show you the matching dryer to the Bosch because I've just shifted it into my kitchen. So if you just come around this way, you can see here. So my kitchen is very much in development still because I'm still trying to figure out where I want everything. But I've got a clean made dishwasher. I picked that up for $30 off Gumtree, and it was amazing. It's in tip-top condition. It's made in Spain, so I don't know whether these are made by Brandt or something. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous dishwasher. It works an absolute treat. Super powerful. The only thing is the racks are a bit rusty, so not catastrophically, but just enough to annoy me slightly. But there you go. But in terms of it being a powerful dishwasher, amazing. And then next to it, I've got sat the matching dryer to the Bosch. So that's sitting there, quite happily purring away and filling my house full of laundry smell, which is beautiful. It's a sensor vented, so it's got all the sensor programs. It's got more fine tuning than I was expecting. So it's got extra dry, very dry, cupboard dry plus. On top of just your normal cupboard dry, which I like, because for towels it might need a little bit more than cupboard dry plus, but a little bit less than extra dry. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, and rotary iron dryer, which is very unique, because who the heck has a rotary iron dryer, rotary iron these days? But anyway, I do like the fact as well that it's got 3 different vent positions, so you can vent it out the side, out the back, or out this side. This side's obviously flush with the dishwasher, so it's not going to work. But that side works perfectly because I can just leave this back door open and the air goes out there. Or I can shut it and make the house smell nice. Anyway, moving right along. So anyway, I'll get back to the Miele after I've finished all my updating. So the Miele, this is a 1200 spin model. I have previously had the 1600 spin version of these. I can't remember the model number off the top of my head. But I have had 2 of them in the past, and both of them have had something not quite right about them. Both of them had bearing trouble, and on the second one, on the first one I couldn't use the 1600 spin because it was just far too loud. On the second one, the drum was actually loose or something, but anyway, whenever it spun, it used to bash itself to absolute pieces, so, unfortunately they had to go. But I'm very happy to have this one. Excuse me, I'm just having a drink. What I like about these is I like how solid they are. I like the fact that they're only a 5 kilo capacity, but they can hold an absolute ton, and they will wash it beautifully. You know, and you can select your water level basically, because if you put the gentle action on, it automatically puts in a high water level. You can put the water plus on, which gives you a bit more water than normal anyway. And you can, behind the scenes, you can do your extra settings, extra functions. So you can add that it does the extra, you know, the high water level for the rinsers. It does 4 cotton rinses as standard, but you can add on a 5th. You add on your suds cooling and your all that jazz, and it's just amazing. It's just it's super flexible. You know, the only thing that is wrong with this is that this little tiny bit of plastic is hanging off the, you know, has gone missing off the spin speed selector, but that I can just about live with. Anyway, another thing that I like about these is that you can flip through the cycle so easily just by moving the dial. So, you know, you have to have it on start before you can even start the cycle, and then you have to physically select your temperature for the machine to start. If you want to jump through the cycle, you just flip it up to finish, and this will move through all the different phases, and you can just reselect when you get to the point that you want, and it will do that part of the cycle. It's amazing. Love it to death. Anyway, I'll stop ranting and raving. Well, I'll stop raving about it, because I can't rant about it because it's amazing. But anyway, so we're going to do a big load of white towels and, you know, a couple of tea towels and some cloths today. It's a fairly big load, but I've done it before in this machine a couple of times and it's worked an absolute treat. So I will do it again. We're going to do Cotton's 95 with Water Plus and just 1200 spin, no pre-wash. We're just going to let it go at that, and we're going to see how we go. I know we're going to do all right, but anyway. Our detergent today is going to be this Omo Automatic. Now I picked this up from sort of a, they call it a family mart, but it's sort of, you know, it's almost, you know, it seems to be owned by Africans and people from that sort of area. But I believe this is from Saudi Arabia. So that's what's sort of throwing me. So they seem to, you know, import detergents from different regions, even though the shop predominantly seems to be African. Anyway, huge, you know, it's a huge big box, but you know what seems to be standard with these detergents is it actually, you know, they only fill it half full. I thought it was going to come with a scoop, but it didn't. So I'm using my Arm & Hammer scoop, which is a decent size, because it's an absolutely huge dosage of powder. You know, this is still less than what it recommends for this load, but I'm just going to use this because I know they're not, like, they are a bit spongy, but this will do just fine. And yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get loaded and we're going to go. How does it go in? Excuse me. I love how generous these detergent drawers are, and this you know, this softener bit is particularly generous. So yes, I'm really happy. All right. Shut that up. Okay, right, I've got an extra light. Bought a couple of extra lights so we can have more vision. So yes, I'm just going to come down and get started. 1, 2, 3. I'm down. Oh, I forgot it's a chrome door. You can see me. I don't wish to be seen. Anyway. Right. How's that? That's nice. I like that, kid. It's lovely. It's fresh, it's new, it's unusual. Right. So you can turn on. Turning it on with the door shut just activates the machine so it's on. And then all you have to do is select your options. So for us, we're going to select Water Plus. And then just click it across to whatever cycle you want. In this case, Cotton's 95. And there you go. So what these do is these do a period of time topping off to the low water level. They will keep on during that saturation phase, and then they will, head into their topping off to the high water level. do quite a few top ups to get to the low water level. Another thing about this is it's cold fill only. I was surprised by that. I thought these were hot and cold fill, but not this one apparently. The Bosch is hot and cold fill. Well, it's Friday night and I'm not working for a change, so hence why I'm going to do all my washing. Well, I'm going to do the bulk of my washing tonight. I'm going to do my teals. It's very Australian. I'm going to do my towels and my clothes tonight, and then I'm going to do my bedding over the weekend, and that'll see me right for the next week. So even though that was quite a large load, it's still sort of watered down quite nicely. Heater has already begun. Heater has already turned on, I should say. Friday night and I'm not working, so I'm having a little drink here, so cheers, or as Australians say, up your bum. That light gives a weird reflection into the tub. It gives like a greenish hue here. Must be the colour of the lens that they've got on it. Must have a slight yellowness. Alright, so now we're topping off for the high water level because it's still tumbling. That's how you can tell. And there you go. That, my friends, is your wash level. Not bad. As you can see now, we've headed into the hydromatic wash action. So this is a very intense wash action for the cotton cycle. It also uses it during the minimum iron cycle, I believe. It's basically just a very quick wash action. So it doesn't have very long a pause in between its tumbles, it just sort of gets on with it. And it's quite a fast tumble as well, it's very effective. It's great to watch as well, super fun. The Omo Automatic is such a good detergent as well. I meant to say that before, but I was too busy talking about the dosage sizes. It's a really good performing detergent. It holds its suds quite well, and it's got a great scent to it as well. It's got like a very classic chemically detergent scent, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna have to try and get more of it. I'm gonna have to go back to that shop. But anyway. This heats super quick as well. It's got such a powerful heater. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, I will come back when it's heated up a little bit more. We've gone into sort of slower action tumbles, just while it finishes off this heating phase by the looks. Still very much actively heating though. And as you can see, that was a heavy dose of powder, but you know, it holds its suds pretty well. They fizzle away quite nicely. Ouch. Alright, so the heater's finished. We're back into the high dramatic wash action now. The suds have increased a little bit, but that does seem to happen once the heater goes off though. It's as though the action might, you know, the heat from the heater kills the bubbles a bit. So we're definitely at 90, somewhere close. Now we've entered these slow tumble. It's like super gentle tumbles. This seems to be what happened, well, it is what happens just before the cool down. I don't know whether it's a way of getting the suds to calm down, but it kind of works. And the cool down, and back into normal action. I think that is to kill the suds, because those suds dropped dramatically when it did that. But hey ho, it could be, I don't know. Drain. I'm not tall enough. The first interim spin on this is very short, it's very brief. It's almost as though it doesn't want to be too intense straight after the wash. So it spends a lot of time doing this initial drain off period, whereas for the other interim spins it seems to get into the spin a lot quicker. Tiny little pulse. slight noise then when it ramped up. Whoops, we're a tiny bit unbalanced. I thought I had that pretty good. Evidently not. Do you know what? It's this bottom left foot. It will not screw down. I can't get it, and I don't have an adjustable wrench thing big enough to get around it. So it's like I've nearly ripped my hands to shreds trying to get it to screw down. So I'm just trying to sort of prop it up at the minute. I need to try and get like a bit of rubber or something to pop underneath it. I'm wondering what I've got. I shall have a think. I'll just hold it for the minute. So yeah, this is very much the interim spin sequence for the first spin. It just does little pulses, nice and gentle, nothing too intense. We've shifted into first rinse. I've got the rinsers set as high water level rinsers, which is very much me. I like that this machine feels super quick as well. It doesn't take long. It's not like one of these new faffy washers that just sort of squirts a little bit and then goes, oh, I'll have a quick tumble. Oh, I'll put another bit of water in. Oh, no. Have another little tumble, have a think. Oh, put a bit more in, you know. Oh, I'm silly. That's alright. that's the water level. Love it. 4 of these and they come out squeaky clean and fresh. Beautiful. Second interim spin. Whoops, bit of a suds lock. That's a little bit of an Ariana suds lock. I don't know why I say that. Oh well. The pump on these is so good though. They've managed to pick it up and they whip it away like in 2 seconds. It's amazing. So it's still pulses, but it's, yeah, they're a bit more intense. I don't know. There is a difference. There's definitely a difference. You can hear that pump catching all that suds mock. It's like, yeah, get rid of it. It does like a little loosening, those little loosening tumbles in between the pulses and the main interim spin. Bit of a suds lock, but it's coping with it. it's still cut it off just in case. And how I know that it cut it off is because you can hear a tick in the controls when it actually does that. So it's like a decision the machine has made. Because normally when an interim spin sequence ends, it just slows down. You can't hear that click. Anyway, that's just me. I notice things like that, I suppose. Second rinse. So it did cut that interim spin short because of the suds lock, but I don't know if these add a rinse on when it detects the suds lock. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see. So this is rinse number 2. Hopefully I'll keep track of these, because I know I'm going to wander off and do other things and come back. What is that? Is that a mushroom? Oh no. I think that's a little bit of mushroom. It's just appeared. It will have been on one of the kitchen cloths from when I was making dinner the other night. How embarrassing. Third interim spin. Whoa, settle, settle, settle. Easy, girl, easy. handling it though, it's pumping it out. There you go. Third rinse. So already 3 rinses in and the water's looking a lot clearer. This is the final rinse. It's nice and clear. Not too bad at all. Final spin. One of the things I love about these old Mieles as well, once it hits finish, you can open the door. You don't have to let it do this anti-crease if you don't have time. Because I'm near the machine, I can literally just raise the light and go. Well, that's a lie. I thought I could. Interesting. I thought I could do that, you know. Why did I think I could do that? Anyway, there you go. You can stick that on the blooper reel, if I've even got a blooper reel. There you go, see? Wasn't that hard, was it? There you go. Everything is clean, everything is white, everything is fresh, nicely rinsed. Perfect. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you in the next one. It'll probably be the Bosch. But yeah, I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.